NFL football Sunday. And in Nashville, Tennessee, you have the Tennessee Titans taking on the Cleveland Browns. Right now, Cleveland's 8-3, and they are positioned as the wild card team, as a wild card team in the AFC. Far cry from in the past where they've kind of floundered, started well, ended worse, and all those other things that have happened over the years in Cleveland. And the Titans are 8-3, coming off of a big win in Indianapolis versus the Indianapolis Colts. And this is a huge game in the NFL. A lot of eyes will be on it. And what it features is two of the best running teams in the NFL. You have the Browns, who have Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, who are both top 10 in NFL in rushing. And you have the leading rusher in the NFL for the Titans in Derrick Henry. As far as the Titans defense, the task is simple. I don't know how simple it'll be on the field, but it is a simple task. The task is simple. Stop the running game. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt have been running all over defenses this year, and it's a credit to their offensive line. Their offensive line, of course, who features Jack Conklin, a former Tennessee Titan, uh, has been getting up to the next level, getting on linebackers and giving them their running backs lanes to run through. And credit to the running backs, they have been running through those holes and hitting those holes hard. So it'll be interesting to see. That'll be a big thing for the Titans today. It'll be big for Jack Crawford, Dayton Jones, and Jeffrey Simmons to get positioning. And also, what's going to be big is the linebackers with the fits. You have to have fits. But for those that don't know what fits are, basically what it means is, hey, this person has this gap, this person has this gap, this person has this gap. Usually there's an A, B, and a C gap, and then there's off tackle. So there's going to be somebody responsible for the A gap, somebody responsible for the B gap, somebody responsible for the C gap. Essentially, a lot of times there's safeties involved as well. So Kevin Byard and Kenny Vaccaro, they will be needed today to do their thing and to step up in the run game. Now, when they are, or if they are able to do that and stop the running game, key thing there will be if they're able to do so, then you force Baker Mayfield to have to pass the football. That's the thing for the Titans. You want to force Baker Mayfield to have to pass the football in predictable times. Because the thing is, if you make it like second and short or anything of that nature, of course the Titans are going to be in a disadvantage. You make it third and short or second and long or third and mid to long, you've got Baker Mayfield's going to have an issue. So that's when you can throw different coverages at him. You can blitz those type of things to try to confuse him and try to force either an incompletion or a turnover. One guy to watch though, however, for the Browns in the passing game, Jarvis Landry. Of course, Odell Beckham Jr. is out for the year. He tore his ACL. Trying to run down a wide receiver a defensive back when Baker Mayfield threw an interception. So that'll be, Jarvis Landry is a guy to watch this game. He's going to be key. And it'll be interesting to see how they cover him. Do I expect Malcolm Butler to follow him all over the field? No, because Breon Borders has shown that he's very capable of holding his own. I'm sorry. Uh, when he needs to. And last week definitely was a good game for him. Minus the one play T.Y. Hilton got him, but had an interception, a lot of breakups on passes. He definitely had a solid game, and they found a gem in Brown Borders. Um, that'll be key. And then also another guy, Austin Hooper. The free agent they signed from Atlanta will definitely be key. They need to keep an eye on him and definitely know where he is at all times as well. That's the key. Stop the run game, put them in passing situations, predictable passing situations, preferably. Of course, there will be Another key factor in putting them in predictable passing situations is the pass rush. Of course, pass rush has got to get there. Pass rush got to make it feel uncomfortable. One guy that won't be doing that, Jadavion Clowney. He's had knee surgery. He is going to be done for the season, so the Titans will not see him for the rest of the year, and it probably could be the end of his career with the Titans potentially. So we'll see there. He was only on a 1 year deal. So that means that Harold Landry, the third, is the main pass rusher for the Titans. He's the guy they need to keep an eye on. He's the guy that the offense needs to keep an eye on, and he's going to be the barometer for the pass rush for the Titans, especially off the edges. Him and Jeffrey Simmons, there's a few other guys as well, but those will be a couple of the key guys that they will be focused on. One key guy I would say in the running game, I failed to mention is Rashawn Evans. Rashawn Evans, he hasn't had the season that he probably thought he should have, but I will say that he's definitely going to be key today in stopping the run. As far as let's talk about the Titans offensively. Now, big loss today for for the Titans is Johnu Smith. Johnu Smith is inactive for the game today, which is huge. Um, he's one of the more underrated tight ends. He doesn't get a lot of talk, but he definitely has production. Look at the touchdowns he has this year. Definitely has a lot. Oh, I have a Cowboys fan saying the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. Oh boy, I don't think that happens from one place and one place alone, Fantasyland. But anyway, as far as the Titans offense, I'll say that not having Jonnu Smith there is going to be, interesting. But Anthony Fursker is a guy that's good that can actually step in and make some plays as well. So I would expect him to step in and the drop off to not be as much at the tight end position. Also with Fursker, they can split him out as well to slot and be like a big wide receiver or something. I expect the production to still be there at the tight end position. If you're not familiar with Anthony Fursker, look up a game earlier this season where uh, I guess it was against the Houston Texans, I believe, and he had 100 yards receiving that game. So he's not a slouch. I'll tell you that. As far as the Titans, of course, the key is always running the football. Derrick Henry, get him the football 25 plus times. Even if he's not effective early, in the fourth quarter and after halftime, he's the most effective back because of that big body just ramming into people over and over and over again during the game. So that'll be a key factor. Make sure to get him the football. Second key thing when you're passing the football, play action situations, yes, you're gonna have those. But when you're passing the ball, you have to know where Miles Garrett is. Yes, that Miles Garrett. He is back today. He's off the reserve COVID list. Feeling much better. Just listen to a report, ESPN report, that he definitely was feeling down and was definitely feeling all the symptoms. So first thing is glad that he's well and feeling better. Secondly, the Titans need to know where he is at all times. Of course, you've got Quisenberry and you've got Kelly at the tackle positions. You got guys that have been in the league for a while. So, definitely they need to be on their P's and Q's. And one thing I would say is if you're going to go at him, maybe chip sometimes on him, but have a tight end, maybe chip a little bit on him, or run quick things to get the ball in the hand out of Ryan Tannehill's hands, so he doesn't have to kind of elude Miles Garrett while he's out there. No, that's the big thing today. The Titans doing that, and then taking it, the play action and making things happen, getting the ball into AJ Brown's hands and getting the ball into Corey Davis's hands. Which quietly they are they actually are starting to show themselves as one of the best duos going right now. They're definitely a young duo, of course, but when they're both playing and playing effectively, the Titans are tougher to beat. So it'll be interesting to watch this game today. It could be a quick game just because of both teams liking to run the football. But whoever stops the run well wins this game. That's basically going to be the story of this game. That's going to be essentially both of these teams. are running football teams. They focus on the run and they allow their quarterback to, feed off a play action or quick passing game or, other different things, of course, obviously. But that'll be the key factor. And it could come down to Baker Mayfield versus Ryan Tannehill, which in my opinion, that in a lot of people's opinion, that bodes well for the Tennessee Titans. We'll see what happens today down at the stadium downtown. Of course, it's a cold blue today, which Titans do that every year, where they try to paint the stadium blue with the blue shirts and all those type of things. But I'm not for sure, of course, how many people will be there today. Of course, due to COVID restrictions and things like that. But it will be a definitely a hard hitting and physical game, and it will also be a game that a lot of people will be tuned into. So either the Titans are going to be looked at as a team that could potentially make a run, or they're going to be looked at as a team that was a fraudulent 8-3 team by some people, or nobody's opinion is going to change at all. But we'll see. We'll see if the Titans defense steps up and plays well again for the second week in a row. We'll see if the Titans can get the running game going. We'll see if, a lot of things today. We'll see which Baker Mayfield shows up too. All right. This has been Mike Patton. You are watching this on the Haps TV app. If you have not downloaded the Haps TV app, go ahead, download it. Subscribe to me. Subscribe to my guy, Brian Waters. He talks a little wrestling, a little NBA, a little Baltimore Ravens. You might want to subscribe to Ashley Baker. She talks NFL and NBA. Hey, and don't hold it against her that she's a Cowboys fan. Well, and then you have a Daniel Artest, NBA talk at its finest, and you have my guy, Danny Thompson. Danny Thompson gives you all the Charlotte Hornets talk you will ever need, and NBA talk too. Definitely. Again, it's been my pleasure talking to you today. We'll talk again after the game, give you the aftermath, the breakdown of what went right, what went wrong for the Tennessee Titans. You can follow me on Twitter at Mike Patton82. That's at Mike Patton. That's Patton 82. You can follow me there. I'll be probably live tweeting during the game. So, yeah, catch some of those. You have a great day and enjoy the game.